Hello friend, Daniel here from StockMusicLicensing.com, bringing you the best tips and strategies for selling your music on royalty-free libraries. On my first video here on this channel, the first thing I said that the hardest part of doing not only music licensing but anything at all is to just get started. And it is still true to this day for me to even get started, turn on the gear, turn on this camera for that matter. I have spoken before that whatever you choose to bring to the table in terms of energy, either to music, to your relationships, to your day job, is exactly what you're going to be doing in every other areas of life. So if you're starting out, start in the right mental frame or in the right mindset before you even start the activity. And the trick is to do it before you feel like it. Now, right now, it's 8:20 in the morning. I just came back from dropping my youngest daughter, Melina, to the kindergarten. And I don't need to drop her. My wife does the school run. She just drops her. My eldest daughter, Fedra, she's old enough to go by herself. School is literally next door. But me as a father, I like to start my day by taking my daughters to school. I have the window open, so it's really noisy. Come and have a look. The whole living room is a mess. You know, real life, when you have kids, it's just a mess. Let me show you. But at this moment, over here where I live, is kind of like rush hour. School runs, people going to work. A lot of cars. I work out here, with my little gym. Got a bench, I can do something, you know, for that beach body, for the summer now. But you can see it's very busy. It's a busy time right now. I usually close the windows later on when I start my work and doing my music. But the hardest part, and let me put this camera down so you don't feel seasick. But the hardest part is by far to get started. So at this time of the day, I turn on the gear. That's the first thing I do, okay? So I wake up at between 5 and 5:30 in the mornings, and I go for a run. I come back home around 7, so I stay out of the house for like an hour. And this has been a new routine. If you've been following me here on this channel, I've been sharing this journey. And I've been documenting this as well on Instagram. Go and follow me on Instagram if you want to get a little bit of more behind the scenes, not only of what I do, but as well in general of day in the life, if you will, of Daniel. But I'm still wearing my gym clothes, by the way. So I have upgraded actually. Wearing one of those, I don't know how you call these things. My wife got me one. I got some proper runner shoes as well. So I'm fully equipped to do my runs in the mornings, and I'm still dressed up like this, okay? I really need to get at this point to the studio and turn it on, and that's the very first thing I do. I turn on the gear, and what I like to do is get ready to work. As soon as the gear is on, which is by far the hardest part at this time of the day, you can get distracted. You can go on your phone, social media, answering to emails, go to Facebook, God forbid. This is crucial. Right now, I'm just laser focused on actually just turning on the gear, getting everything ready so I can have my second breakfast by this point and really get to work. So by the time it gets to 8:45, right now it's still, well, 8:25, and time is of an essence. I wasted so much time in my early 20s and 30s when it came down to productivity in order to pursue my own dreams, okay, that I feel that I need to make up for that wasted time. That's why you see me a little bit at times really intense in the pursuit of my dreams, which is this. My dream is to work from home, to be here available for my daughters, for my wife, and try to provide for them the best life that I can possibly provide. I understand that not everybody works from home. Not everybody is doing music full-time, but I'm trying to share this little morning snapshot of what I do on a regular basis, at least from Monday to Friday, while the girls go to school and my wife is out doing her 1 hour walk. I like to do my early walks, like I said, between 5 and 7 in the morning, so I can maximize my day as best as I can. But I'm doing this just so I can show you that I need to be disciplined with my time, I need to be disciplined with my work and get started. That's the hardest thing. From waking up early in the mornings, to going for my runs, to turning on the gear, this is by far the hardest. So if you have a day job, you have your responsibilities, you have other things going on in your life, whenever you get to your desk, to your studio, you have to be in that mindset, okay? Mindset of I'm gonna be unstoppable by just turning on the gear. That is a win, all right? By the time I sit down here and I turn on that computer, that's a little win for me. The gear is on, everything is on. So I have developed this discipline over the years. The routine has changed from time to time. My 1 hour walk or run used to be between this time actually, between 8 and 9. And then I will start later on in the day. But now I have, like I said, I have changed that dramatically so I can start my day earlier. Because I feel so much better waking up very early in the morning, because that's another win. So if I can conquer that and say I'm gonna wake up between 5 and 5:30, and at times I'm waking up before the alarm, which is great. It's better for my wife, that's for sure. And I just naturally awake. It's hard, it's really, really hard, okay? Every day is a struggle of like, I should just stay in bed. And now that the weather is changing, it's more like I should actually stay in bed. It's cold, it's rainy, lately it's been raining. All right, and I'm documenting that on Instagram, like I said to you. But I understand that if I do this small activity of waking up in the middle of the night, well, it seems to be in the middle of the night because it's so dark, and get out of the house and run and listen to my audiobook or listen to a podcast, that's a major win right there for me, okay? And then it's just stacking wins on top of wins. The next win for me is to come home, get my daughters ready to school, well, get Melina ready to school, but my eldest daughter as well, you know, wake her up. She's 11 years old, so at this age, they don't want to wake up. So, but I want to be present. I want to be in that day-to-day activity, like get up, let's go to school, get my youngest daughter as well. I prepare her breakfast, even though my wife is here, and she's around obviously as well, tending the kids, she's doing her bit, but I want to be heavily involved in these activities. And I gave her her porridge. I take a lot of pride in serving my daughters porridge. All right, not every kid likes to eat porridge. I eat porridge at 5 in the morning, and I shove that thing down so I can go for my walk, because I need to be, I have to have something in my stomach in order to go for my walk and for my runs. And I want something healthy. And I want to have a discipline in that area. So I'm heavily involved with my youngest daughter, getting her ready so she can eat her breakfast, which is a challenge at times. She doesn't want to eat it, but you know, TV and you know, SpongeBob, a cartoon, usually does the trick while I'm feeding her. And you know, it's just one of those things. And then after that, that's another win, okay? So, and then after that is get out of the house at 8 o'clock on the dot, so I can drop, we walk Fedra to the school, which is like literally next door. She can go by herself, she's old enough to do that. But we do it as a family activity, walking. And then we drop my daughter, Melina, to her kindergarten, and then my wife goes off to her walk, and then she will come back and get back to work here. She works from home. So I have this hour between 8 and 9 to get my stuff together, okay? I have switched my routine so much and tried so many other things, okay? But by far, this is the best way that it works, okay? Getting up here, the second win, or the third win I should say by now, is turn on the gear, have everything ready, so I'm not thinking about it. The gear is on, and it's gonna be on the whole day up until 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon. Even though I start to switch off in after lunch slowly, meaning that the most important work is gonna be done between 8:45 all the way up to lunch hour. So it's like a solid 4 or 5 hours of solid work, uninterrupted work, of just go, accomplish the main task of the day. I only have 3 per day. That is a really important task that I have to really cross off my list, or what I need to do and accomplish. But I understand that the hardest part is to get started. That's why I recommend for others that you are doing this on the side. You might be in a more privileged situation than I am, because I'm here at home. by myself. And I have to conquer certain demons throughout the years of not being at the couch watching Netflix at this time, okay, and pretending that it's all cool, and try to pretend that I live this 4-hour work week, and you know, and by the way, I love Tim Ferriss and I love his philosophy. I love the 4-hour work week, and when people refer to this book, they actually miss the point about the title. And I do believe that we need to work. We really need to work. But when people read this type of titles, they think it's by doing nothing you can get something. And that's what people really misinterpret this type of books. And I highly recommend that you read that book, by the way. But what I'm trying to say here is that it's all about lifestyle. It's all about how you want to live your life. So if you're somebody that has a passion for music and you have other responsibilities like I do, you know, you always have to find a window of opportunity within your day to dedicate it to your dreams, to your music, all right? And there's nothing more important for you to just get started. If you feel tired at the end of the day, and you feel like working late at night is not your thing, then don't do it. Do it earlier in the morning. You have to find a way of where you're gonna allocate that time. For me, I have all this time throughout the day, but I understand very well that if I leave it for later or whenever I feel like it never gets done. I've been there. That's why I treat it like it's a day job. Like I literally just walk into the office, all right? My commute is literally from my bedroom to here. So it's not much of a commute. But that's a dangerous commute because that commute could mean not going here to work, or worse still, be here and be on social media here or watching YouTube videos, which I never do. I have so many videos on YouTube and people that I follow, okay, on different industries that I really want to just sit down and consume that content, and I just don't have the time for it because I'm working. I'm really laser focused on my goals, on my dreams, on what I want to accomplish. I was telling my wife the other day, just check out Netflix and put in stuff to my list, like add it to my list to watch it later, documentaries and stuff. And I said to my wife, I need to take at least a year off in order to catch up with all of these documentaries. You know, so working from home is a very dangerous place to be if you're not disciplined. So that's why you see me here preaching about discipline, about mindset, about inspiration. And inspiration really comes from within. It's not something that you're gonna find it outside. And that's why I like to help other composers with day jobs. That you have a day job, you have other responsibilities, you have a family, you have kids, you have studies that you have to attend, whatever the hell it is that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, that is your responsibility. You can find the time to work on your music. You don't need that much time, by the way, but you need the discipline and you need to commit long-term. It's better to do it very little on a day-to-day basis than just go only once a week and say, I'm gonna work on my music for 10 hours straight. That's nonsense, all right? It's the same with playing an instrument. It's better to practice every day for half an hour than just grab one day a week and say, I'm gonna go and practice my instrument for the next 8 hours. It's not the right thing to do. And you can see that the pattern of this idea is applied to all other areas of life, all right? In exercising, in dieting, in everything, it's the long term. Small activities over a long period of time is what counts. Not just one time, this intensity one day and then the rest of the days throughout the week you do whatever you feel like doing. That's not what it's all about. It's long-term commitment to one goal, one idea. I hope this video is helpful to you. If you find yourself hard to get started, if you find yourself that it's hard for you to just turn on your laptop and go straight to your DAW, all right? Because you can turn your laptop on, that's a win, but then where do you go? Do you go immediately to YouTube and watch one of my videos? Well, you better. That's a joke, it's a terrible joke. You should go straight to your DAW and start making music. Finish what you have already started if you already have an unfinished session from yesterday or from the last time you opened your DAW. So you see the slow steps, one step, stack one win, the next one is go, okay, the laptop is on. Where are you going now? Are you going to Google and start searching nonsense? Or are you gonna go straight to your DAW and start making music? So it's a very fine line because it's just a mouse click away, all right? And we know that feeling. And what comes out of that later on is just guilt, all right? You don't want to feel guilty, all right? You want to feel good about yourself. And remorse is your compass, if you will. You need to follow that thing that is a little bit harder for you to create a discipline and routine and get to work, all right? Forget the muse, forget inspiration, forget feeling good about it. Sit down and do the work, and the work is the music. If you find yourself in that situation, I'm here to help you. If you want to be around a group of people that are going through the same struggle as you, go enjoy the SML Mastermind private community. The doors are open for a few days only. Link in the description. And join like-minded composers and producers like yourself that are going through the same struggles and get the support that you need. I love you all very much. Thank you for watching and for subscribing to this channel, for all the messages. It means the world to me. And as always, rock and roll, and here's to your success.